to adopt the minutes. We have been having session, but not getting an opportunity to adopt these minutes, and they have ended up having implication on our oversight work that we're supposed to embark on at the beginning of the year. The chair of chairs asked us to firstly do this exercise. I will take this to the secretary to outline as part of my own personal thinking, because we've got 19 set of minutes at our hand. I would like us to, because we have got these minutes prior, and all of us, I think we have interacted, in order to save time, perhaps members will be just to go to those areas where they have found some sort of question or areas of clarity or correction. We will deal with that. But before I go to that, let me ask the secretary to give us guidance in terms of how to go through to these minutes. Thank you. Secretary?
Chair. Good morning.
Hello. Somebody is calling me. Who is that?
It's me, Honorable Mota. Chair, you forgot to acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Minister of State Security, Honorable Chabalala.
Come again?
You forgot to acknowledge the presence of the
Order.
Honorable Mawotwe, I will take that as some kind of a joke. Actually, because that's not the issue, and there's nothing like that as far as we are concerned. There's only one person who announcing is anything relating to the cabinet here is the president. Therefore, let's focus, honorable members. Good morning to you, Honorable Mawotwe. Secretary.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm not sure what do members prefer. In fact, the minutes are 21 sets. But we need to place them on record in terms of which minutes are they. They were sent to members 3 weeks ago to ensure that there is enough time for members to peruse. So the proposal that you have is that I go through each minute, but we don't go into the detail of each minute, but we can propose perhaps that the members send their inputs for the amendments to the secretary of the committee so that I can make the necessary amendments instead of going through each page by page, if that is okay with the chair and the members.
Okay. Honorable members, can you propose the way in light of what the secretary has suggested? Can I get suggestions whether we go through one by one, or we perhaps just ask the members to raise questions in relation to what they pick up to those set of minutes?
Chairperson?
Yes, Honorable Shabalala.
Thank you so much, Chair. Compliments to everybody of the new season, and Sawubona, Comrade Mawotwe. Chair, on the minutes, I think what perhaps we can do is for Comrade Disang, just to highlight the minutes he's talking to. So you can say the minutes of the 17th or the 17th of September. Any issue, if we don't have, then we adopt those, then we move to another set of minutes. And that way we're adopting those minutes as they are, but we're able to deal with them. If there's any issue a member would have picked up, then we can deal with it. Perhaps he can even flight them, all of them, if he could. But if he can raise them by dates, and that way it becomes easy for us. Thank you, Chair. Chair, you are muted. You are muted, Chairperson. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry. Honorable members, is there any take on this? Is there any support?
Yes, Chair. Good morning, everyone.
Session.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. My hand was up with Mkwanazi.
Okay. Not getting an opportunity.
I support the proposal by
Please.
Honorable Shabalala.
Okay.
Thank you.
And they have ended up. Okay. Can you go through that way, Honorable Chabalala's suggestion on our secretary?
Yes, Chair. Okay, what I'll do, I'll open the minutes. I might not flag them, but I will speak to the date, the agenda of the meeting, what the meeting was about, and then the resolutions of the meeting. And then I go to the next minutes. Just like that.
First go.
Thank you.
To this exercise. I will take this to.
Okay. The minutes of they are not in chronological order. The minutes of the 2nd of September 2020, it was a briefing by Transnet on the financial and governance challenges facing the company.
Own personal.
That particular meeting was attended by the minister and the board of Transnet.
Because we've got 90.
And the issues that the committees raised was basically due to issues that relate to Transnet and how far they have gone in terms of addressing issues that have been picked up of state capture, corruption, and malfeasance within the company. For that particular meeting, there weren't resolutions taken for that particular meeting.
In order to save time, the minutes of the 2nd of September.
Yes,
perhaps
the minutes of 3 June 2020. It was a joint meeting with the Select Committee on Public Enterprises and Communication. It was a briefing by ESCOM on the recovery plan and progress with the unbundling of ESCOM into 3 independent entities.
Where they have found.
That meeting was also attended by the Minister, Deputy Minister, the leadership of ESCOM.
Question
so that meeting basically dealt with the turnaround plan of ESCOM, also in terms of how far the company is in terms of the
we will deal with that. But before
the turnaround, the thing. Also, that particular meeting, because it was a briefing, the committee didn't take decisions in that particular meeting. But the details of the discussions are in the minutes. The meeting of 8 July 2020.
Chair.
It was also a joint meeting with the Select Committee on Public Enterprises and Communication.
Somebody
it was a briefing by the Department of Public Enterprises on the adjusted budget. This was post the budget that was done by the Minister of Finance. So they were basically the department was briefing us on how the department has been affected by the budget cuts that were infected in all government departments. And then, but that particular meeting, it was basically for the committee just to understand as to how the department will be affected. So that particular meeting, there weren't serious recommendations or that were done because we already all the things that we have articulated in the budgetary review and recommendations report that we did for the adjusted budget. On the 11th of November 2020, DPE briefed us on the forensic investigation report at Alexco, and that meeting was attended by the DG, who led the presentation. So the presentation on the forensic investigation basically briefed us that the matter was still underway, and the committee, the report will be shared with the Zondo Commission, and then they also said that there will be further investigations that will be undertaken by other law enforcement. On the turnaround strategy, the committee, the studies that they have undertaken, they had also given the committee different options that have come up as recommendations from the investigation that they have made. And the minutes do have the observations of the members of the committee and the responses that were given. In terms of the conclusions of that meeting, the committee, there was a resolution that there will be a need to interact with different stakeholders during the oversight visit to Alexco. Furthermore, the committee will have a meeting with the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform to get an understanding why this process has
I'm not sure what is the
to resolve issues related
what do
to
members
the
prefer in
community and why it
the minutes are 21
issues of
sets,
governance. The department
but we would
should
like
hand
to,
over
we need to
the
place them on
investigation
record in
report to
terms
law
of which
enforcement agencies
minutes
for
are
further
they.
investigation and
They were sent to
prosecution.
members
That was the meeting of the
weeks
11th.
ago to ensure
On
that
the
there is
meeting of
enough
the
time
14th
for
of
members
October,
to peruse.
it was
So
a meeting of
the proposal that you have is
Department
that
of
I
Public
go
Enterprise
through
briefing us
each
on the
minute,
third and fourth quarter
but
financial performance
we don't
report
go
of the department and service delivery performance.
into the
This was
detail of
this
each
is in
minute,
line with the
but we can
statutory
propose
reports
perhaps that the members
members
send
of
their
departments
inputs
forward to
for the
Parliament.
amendments to the secretary of the committee
That
so that I
briefing
can make the
basically was
necessary amendments.
giving us
Instead of
a
going
breakdown of
through
how the
each,
department has been
page by
spending
page.
in terms of per quarter targets.
If that is okay with the chair and the members.
Okay. Honorable members, can you propose
there weren't
the
serious
way in light of
resolutions for that particular
what
meeting?
the secretary has
The
suggested?
meeting of the 17th of June 2020 was a joint meeting of the Portfolio
Can I
Committee on
get
Public Enterprises and the Select Committee
whether we
on Public
go
Enterprises and
through
Communication.
one by one?
Basically,
Or we
it was a
perhaps
briefing by Danielle on the
just ask the
update on
members
the
to raise
implementation
questions
of
in
their
relation to
turnaround plan.
what they pick up to those set of
The meeting was
minutes.
attended by the Deputy
Chairperson?
Minister who led the leadership of Danielle.
Yes, Honorable Shabalala.
Thank you so much,
So
Chair.
the
Compliments to everybody of the new
leadership of
season
Danielle
and
presented
Sawubona Comrade
the
Maude.
status quo of what
Chair,
is happening in the
on
company
the minutes
and
we
turning
can
around the
do is to,
institution.
for Comrade
The
Disang, just to
observations of the
highlight
committee are
the minutes he's talking to. So you can say the minutes of the
captured
17th
as the responses that we
or
got
the
from the
17th
day.
of September.
Since
Any
that was the
issue,
briefing,
if we don't
there
have,
weren't
then we adopt those, then we
decisions
move
that
to
were
another
taken
set
in
of
that
minutes.
particular meeting.
And that way we're adopting those minutes as they are.
The minutes of the
But we're able to
18th
deal
of
with them.
November
If there's any issue a
2020,
member would have picked up, then we can deal with it.
that was the
Perhaps he
briefing
can
by the
even
Chancellor on
flight
the
them,
annual report and
all of
financial
them, if
statements.
he could. But if we can
And
raise
also
them
the
by
adoption
dates,
of
and that way
the
it
budgetary
becomes easy for
review
us. Thank you, Chair.
and recommendations report. The meeting was the Transnet was led by the Director General. Transnet presented the annual report. We have also captured the observations and responses of the committee on the particular
Chair, you are
meeting.
muted. You are muted,
And
Chairperson. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry,
issues that were raised with regards to the
Honorable members,
consideration
is
and
there any
adoption of
take
the
on this?
budget vote report, budgetary
Is
review
there
and
any supporter?
recommendations report. The meeting of the 20th
Yes,
of
Chair. Good
May
morning,
2020.
everyone. Thank you very much, Chairperson. My hand was up.
It was a joint meeting of the Portfolio Committee on Public Enterprises and the Select Committee on Public Enterprises
I
and
support
Communication.
the
It was a
proposal
briefing
by
on,
Honorable
by the
Shabalala.
DPE on their strategic plan
Okay.
and budget for
And they have
2020-2021.
Okay. Can you go through
That was the meeting that
Honorable
also informed the
Shabalala's
budgetary review and
suggestion
recommendations report.
on our
The meeting was led by the yes, Chair. Okay, what I'll do, I'll open the minutes. I might not flag them, but I will speak to the meeting also. The minutes, the agenda of the meeting, what the observations that were made by the committee, and then the resolutions of the meeting, and relate to, and then I go to the next segment of the minutes. Just like that. The meeting of the 25th of November,
to this exercise.
2020.
I will take this to
okay. The minutes, the meeting was, they are not in chronological order. The minutes of the second briefing by the Department of Public Enterprise, it was a briefing by Transnet on the financial and governance. The meeting of the 2nd of June 2020, where that particular meeting was attended and adopted the budget report and the board of Transnet committee. The meeting of the 4th of November, then the committees raised. It was briefing by the Auditor General of South Africa on the audit outcomes for the Department of Public Transport for the 2019-20 how far they have gone in terms of, and also whether the Department briefed the committee on the annual report of state capture for 2019-20 malfeasance within the company. For that particular meeting, Deputy Minister of Public Enterprise and the DG resolutions taken. And the AG did brief the committee on the audit outcomes. But however, it informed the committee that most of the portfolio, the SOEs had not tabled their annual reports, hence they were unable to make the findings
the minutes of the
on their own companies. And then the department briefed the committee on the annual report, and the budget vote report was submitted to committee. The minutes of 3 June 2020, minutes of the 6th joint meeting with the Select Committee on Public. It was a briefing by the Department of Public Enterprise on the latest developments on state-owned companies, which was a brief meeting by presentation on the recovery plan and progress Minister of Public Enterprise who briefed the committee on independent entities. That meeting was also attended by the Minister Deputy Minister in terms of the leadership of and how far the department was with resolving issues of state-owned companies. So that meeting basically dealt with the turnaround. The meeting of the 10th of June, also in terms of how far the company is in terms of the public enterprises. But before the call on update on the implementation of the turnaround plan, also that particular education program meeting. Because it was a briefing was led by the didn't take the decision, the Deputy Minister leading the board of that, but the details of the committee was briefed in the minutes. The meeting of 8 July 2020 and the leadership of SAFCOL in terms of the challenges facing the company and how far the committee was. It was also a joint. It was also a joint meeting with the Select Committee on Public Observations Communication, which I kept. It was a briefing by the Public Enterprises on the adjusted by 2020. Was just the this was consideration adoption of the adjusted budget vote report budget that was done by the Minister of the meeting of 19 August. So they basically the department was briefing us on Public Enterprises, how the committee progress made in addressing governance challenges, budget cuts that were infected in all government departments. And then that particular meeting was attended by the DG, who made was basically for the committee just to understand challenges and how far the committee was in terms of how far the department was in terms of resolving the issues that the committee raised. Then there's a meeting of the 21st of October, 2020. It was on the challenges facing the NEL. The meeting was attended by the Deputy Minister and the leadership of